Hi guys, so I'm back with a new video and let's talk about Ghosts of War. So, excuse my setup, but I'm not at my house, so this will have to do for the next couple of videos. I don't know if I'm going to film a lot, but probably one more will be in this setup, so just so you know. But yeah, I'm back with a new review. My last one was a really exciting one, as I mentioned in my previous video. I'll leave it up here. It was my first ever screener, and yeah, so I would love if you check the video out as well as the movie. But today we're here to talk about another kind of Hindi movie, and I'm talking about Ghosts of War. So yeah, let's get into it. So Ghosts of War is basically about a group of World War II American soldiers that go to a castle to look out for it, like to basically babysit this castle for I don't know how, but I think like a week or something. So yeah, they go to look out for this castle, and while they're there, they're met with some supernatural forces. This is the basic premise that you see everywhere. If you're going to read the summary on Letterboxd or IMDb or watch the trailer, this is what you're going to get. But just so you know, this movie has a lot more to it. The movie has a pretty good cast, such as Brenton Thwaites, Theo Rossi, Skylar Astin, and the reason why I wanted to watch this movie, Kyle Gallner. Like, you know, I've mentioned Interrogation. I did a review of that show, so it's here. And I really like Kyle Gallner. I've watched all of his horror movies, at least the horror movies. I'm pretty sure I've watched all of them. And yeah, I had to watch this one as well because it has him and it's horror. So yeah. So now that you know what the movie is about and who stars in it, let's get into my thoughts. I have a lot of mixed feelings towards this movie. For once, this, as I said, has a lot more to the story than what meets the eye, which I liked. It was a lot more original than what I thought it would be, and this is one that you don't see any of the good stuff in the trailer, and I really appreciate that. This is a good example of a trailer done right. There's no spoilers in the trailer, and yeah, no juicy stuff in there, which it's great. However, to make it original, they really got like a lot of stuff that made the movie a bit convoluted. Like, they tried to make it as original as possible, and they just kept on adding stuff. So there's like multiple layers to this story, and yeah, when you think they couldn't get more stuff in there, they do, and that makes for a kind of not only messy story but also a messy script. That kind of bothered me a bit. Like, the script, it's not great, and although the cast is good, they try to give it their all, they're just not able to make a bad script turn good. So yeah, the cast was great, but the material that was given to them wasn't, so they couldn't really shine. Then there's the whole cinematography thing that I always complain about, and this movie also has it, which are the zoom ins and zoom outs. Like, I don't get why they keep doing that, but in this case it's even worse than just a random zoom in the middle of the movie. There's one scene, one whole scene that it just zoom in, zoom out, zoom in, zoom out, and just it's really messy. And I don't know if that was on purpose, but yeah, it doesn't make it better if it was. Like it still annoyed me, and it's a bummer because there's one scene that it's really trippy and that I really enjoyed that scene, but like the other scene with all the zoom ins and zoom outs, it really overshadowed the good stuff. And yeah, the cinematography wasn't my favorite. This is also one of those movies that has a few jump scares. It's a bit basic when it comes to the scares, although it doesn't have as much jump scares as I thought it would have, so that's something nice. It still has more jump scares than what I like, but yeah, it wasn't that bad. All in all, although this movie has a few problems, I still recommend it because it is original and they tried to give something different to this supernatural genre, which I liked. However, it's one that I would recommend you watch at home. I went to the cinema to watch it, and as much as I love to watch movies at the cinema, I think that's always the better way to watch a movie, but you don't need to rush out and go to the cinema to watch this one. Yeah, just rent it or something and watch it at home. And yeah, I recommend it, but you don't need to waste your money on movie tickets. So yeah, post that, let's get into my scores. Overall, I give the movie a 3 out of 5. I don't think it's that bad. It has a few issues, but I was pleasantly surprised with where they took the story. So yeah, I think a 3 is nice. Cinematography wise, I give a 2 out of 5. Like that messy scene with all the camera work, yeah, that really bothered me, and I hate when they do it random, but I really didn't like when it's throughout the whole scene. Yeah, no. But originality wise, I give a 4 out of 5. Although it's really messy and there's a lot of stuff, it is original, so I have to give them that. So yeah guys, these are my thoughts on Ghost of War. This came out in the US a couple of months ago, so if you've already seen it, let me know what you thought of it in the comments, and if you haven't, let me know if you plan on watching it. And yeah, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not subscribed yet, and I'll see you in my next video.